Warning: the following video contains explicit language which may be offensive to some viewers or inappropriate for children. The content within this video is intended for mature audiences only.
Warning: this video will contain spoilers for the 2007 Todd Haynes art film biopic, I'm Not There. It may also include discussions or images of violence, sexual situations, and drug use. Viewing beyond this point is a choice you have made, and you take responsibility for that choice. Thank you, and please have a great day.
Hello and welcome to this video. I hope everyone is doing okay. I hope everyone is doing well. And I hope the universe is treating you fairly. Today's video we are going to be talking about the 2007 Todd Haynes film, I'm Not There. This film, first time I watched it was during the dark days of 2020. The film, I enjoyed it a lot. I really enjoyed it. And now with the recent release of A Complete Unknown, I went back and watched this movie again. And it had more of an impact. This movie is not a typical movie. It is not a typical biopic. It has some Art Nouveau aesthetics to it. It's got some avant-garde aesthetics to it. And it is a wonderful movie. After watching A Complete Unknown and reading Dylan Goes Electric, and I'm currently reading Freewheeling Time, this movie is in a lot of ways ahead of its time. And kind of it's hard to put into words what it is. The movie breaks down Bob Dylan. But it breaks down Bob Dylan not based on Bob Dylan's life, but based on the lyrics of his songs and how he's perceived by his fans. In fact, I'll let the movie tell you what it's doing. There's a really good intro that explains the setup of the movie, and I'll let you guys experience that now.
Poet, prophet, outlaw, fake, star of electricity.
Okay. Now, let's see. And this is, like I said, it's very avant-garde. The fact that they take different elements or perceptions of Dylan through the years And they break it to its own persona, its own character. It has a really, really fantastic cast. You have, let me find it real quick. You have Arthur Rimbaud, Jack Rawlings, Billy McCarthy, Morris Carl Franklin, Richard Gere, Heath Ledger, all play really, really good aspects of the different perceptions of Dylan. And each of these aspects of Dylan, like I said, they're portrayed by different people. The name Bob Dylan is never uttered in the movie. Each of these personas or aspects or views of Bob Dylan get their own name. You have Arthur Rimbaud, who I think I listed as one of the actors, but no, it's one of the characters. That was my bad, my mistake. He's portrayed as the 19-year-old poet persona of Bob Dylan. Then you have the Woody Guthrie persona, the fake, the young, adventurous, storytelling person that Dylan was known to be in the early years of his career. The singing of Woody Guthrie's songs, the singing of a lot of the early Dylan songs. It's an interesting, and he's portrayed as an 11-year-old, African-American boy. The actor, Marcus Carl Franklin, does a wonderful, wonderful, inspiring job. He sucks you into that persona, and he does a really good job. And one of the details on the guitar case is something that the actual Woody Guthrie had on his, was "This machine kills fascists." And this is portrayed in the movie. And it's just these little nods like that work. You have the character of Jack Rawlins, who is the family man, Bob Dylan, the father, the husband. And how he fights against the system that he simultaneously benefits from. We get into a little bit of the misogyny of the time, how being in a lot of ways naive to the fact of the misogyny he's portraying, while at the same time fighting against the misogyny, the homophobia, and craziness of that time. The racism, like I said, racism, sexism, homophobia. Let me see. I'm looking for. We have Billy McCarty, who is the outlaw persona. Kind of a Billy the Kid being pursued by Pat Garrett type thing. You have Jude Quinn, who is the personification of Dylan. It kind of goes in that particular persona, that particular character, kind of goes hand in hand with the time period of Dylan's the Complete Unknown story. And what's interesting is Jude Quinn is played by Cate Blanchett, and is very androgynous, very much captures Dylan's look in that time frame. Meeting the Beatles, the motorcycle rider, hanging out with Allen Ginsberg. And for me, that is the most captivating part of it. I think a lot of it has to do with the fact that this persona, this facet of Dylan in Jude Quinn is played by a woman, and played very, very expertly, very, very well. Captures the mannerisms, the movements. A lot of her dialogue is taken from actual interviews and stage performances of that particular time period, of the 61 to 65 time period of Dylan's career. One of the things, and this is kind of a spoiler, is the accident, the motorcycle accident, the real life motorcycle accident that Dylan had in 66. He was injured. And in this movie, Jude Quinn is killed, which is, in my opinion, very symbolic of the death of that era of Dylan's career. Dylan, it was after this career, after this accident in real life, that Dylan released some of his cleanest, some of his shortest songs that didn't have a lot of guitar solo or drum solo or anything like that. All Along the Watchtower came out, was Dylan's indictment of the music industry, and it was like a 2-minute song. It's got 12 lines total. It's 2 quatrains and 2 couplets, and that song is indicative of the first couple albums of after his accident in the real world, that they were very tight, very clean, very, very well meticulously put together. And it's hard. I mean, it's a good movie. If you like avant-garde storytelling, this is a good movie to go see. This, or not go see, to find streaming. At time of recording, being February 28th, 2025, this should go live March 1st, but at the time of recording, you can watch it free on Amazon Prime Video with commercials. Which the commercials happen about 35 to 40 minutes in. There's about 4 minutes of commercials, and that's it. The movie is about 2 hours and 15 minutes long, I want to say. Somewhere between, from the start of the opening credits to the end of the end credits, I think it's listed as 2 hours and 15 minutes. So yeah, and things are told disjointedly, out of order, and it's put together really well. The only drawback, the only major criticism that I have of the movie is it was distributed by the Weinstein, the Weinstein distributors, Harvey Weinstein, and we all know how that went down. We know about Mr. Weinstein's extracurricular activities, but at the time this movie came out, I don't think they had come to light. But like I said, this is a well done movie. It's actually, if you were to sit down and take the time and break it apart, it's actually 6 movies that are interwoven with each other to make this Art Nouveau, avant-garde biopic. I really wouldn't call it a biopic. And it's not really fiction either. It's artistic license. I guess you would say a lot of artistic license put into it. If you're a fan of Dylan's music, it is a wonderful ride of his music. Music that is, you've got covers by, and a lot of it is covers of his music. A lot of the music on the OST are other people covering Dylan's music. You have Los Lobos. I can't think of their names right offhand. There's just so many of them. Some great blues and jazz performers cover some of his songs, especially his early songs. There's a cover of Tombstone Blues that is just chef's kiss as far as covers go. You can look the OST up on. I know Spotify has it. I'm not sure about Pandora. But it's a double album, and the like I said, Tombstone Blues, Like a Rolling Stone. All of these covers of his songs are just phenomenal. These people take great care, great pride to respectively do Dylan credit for his words, his music, his arrangement. Like I said, the music is awesome. I can't tell you how much. If a avant-garde or a non-traditional, let's say non-traditional, because avant-garde will probably scare some people, but a non-traditional storytelling medium, and it's great. It is more than worth the time to watch, to sit down and take it in. Like I said, I watched it again. I do plan on watching it here relatively soon with the aid of some Delta 8 gummies, just because A, they're legal in Texas currently, and B, it's just that kind of movie. So I can't put into words enough why you should go out and see this movie or stream it. See, that's the old Gen X in me. It's the go out and watch us, go to the movie theater, which we don't do very often anymore. So until next time, everyone, be a good human, be good to other humans. Peace.
Hey, it's 10 p.m. Do you know where your children are?